Hello and welcome back to our channel. I'm Frankie.
I'm Perry.
And we're the UK Allotmenteers. We are just at the plot now. It's been a really busy July for both of us. I've changed jobs and Perry's had a lot of things going on, so we've not really been around the plot anywhere near as much as we'd like to. So we haven't filmed so much this month.
Or done a lot up here either, so
No.
the weeds have kind of taken over.
Yeah.
But on top of that, like, because we had a lot of rain and a lot of sun, a lot of the
shot
vegetables
back
in
up
that colour
again.
as well. So
Yeah.
things are looking good, but it's just in amongst all the weeds that we've got.
Yeah, so now that we are going to be on our holidays soon, we can take some time to kind of get things back up together again. But we're just going to show you what we've planted in our all-in-one bed that we talked about a few months ago, and just a few other little bits really.
And a few harvests. We're going to pick a few veg in that to take and just have a wander around because everything's a bit new to us.
So
this, because
we haven't been here.
We've been for a while.
So this is going to be a shorter vlog, but please like and subscribe and follow us on our Instagram at UK Allotmenteers. We love to see you there. Let's go.
Check out the jungle inside of here. So in amongst that, if you can see, there's some cauliflower down there. There's a cauliflower in amongst the weeds.
The main problem with this bed is that Perry has been away and I can't lift the cages off by myself. So I couldn't get in to weed them because I can't lift the cages off. And my mum's hurt her back, so when she came she couldn't lift them off either. So it's been like prime weed time.
Definitely one of our things that are looking strong is our sprouts this year. There's not as many weeds in there.
Flash you and you can film the sprouts.
So welcome to the brassica jungle, where the sprouts are looking strong this year. So we've got six green sprouts, and then behind the bolted spinach we've got purple sprouts and then purple sprouts, and then in amongst all these weeds somewhere you can kind of see our cabbages, but they're still growing pretty strong. Oh, and there's another bolted spinach, and then can you see into there? So the kale's looking good, and then we've kind of done some companion planting, if you can see. Nah, not really.
That looks alright in there, considering you can't take the thing off.
So that's what happens when you have a bit of rain and sun in a plot.
Too weak to lift up a cage by yourself. But this bed I did weed about 2 weeks ago, and it's looking nowhere near as bad.
Just got the rogue tomatoes.
Yeah, they've gone a bit wild, haven't they? But yeah, I weeded that one, so I have been doing stuff.
Right, so check our lettuce out as well. These are going really well, and then they've bolted. They were iceberg and little gem. No, they're not.
So we're just going to show you some of the things that we are harvesting in July. Here it is our rainbow chard. So we started like white, red, and then this one's called a candy cane, I think, and then through to the yellowy. So just taking them from the outside. And we absolutely love this in a salad, but what I did with it last week is I sprayed a bit of oil on it, and then on the barbecue we went and it was really good. Top tip. Because, you know, as much as we like chard, there's only so many ways you can eat it. But that was something nice and different and really tasty. So, would recommend. So this is our first beetroot of the year. Let's have a look. Oh no, we had that one from the other bed, remember? But that was a loner. This is like a gang. Yes. Oh, that's a nice colour. It's like a sunset. Get a few of them, get them roasted for a roast dinner. Oh yeah, there's another good one here. Ooh! Beetroot. He's a bit tricky. yes.
So we decided to grow some new potatoes as well while our main crop potatoes have grown. So we've just been taking a few every time, but they're starting to die back now, so they're obviously ready. It's always fun pulling spuds, because you never know what's underneath. So it could be nothing.
Oh, there's a little one here.
Let's see what's a bit further along.
Yeah, I can see some.
There's a few.
Not bad for the two of us. That's all we need.
So this is what we're getting from 2 plants, and that's usually enough for obviously the 2 of us, so we just pick as we go. We're quite good at storing in the ground, so you don't have to pull them all at once, and then you can eat them for your meal. Just make sure you have a proper good rake in it, because potatoes seem to
Hide
in the ground till next year, so have a good rake and get every little thing out, even if it's just a tiny one like that. Just get them out.
I got one for you actually. This is our all-in-one bed that we put into growing as many things as possible in a small space. This has been weeded recently too, but it's looking pretty good. I think it's not as bad for weeds as well because we've got so much stuff in one place. But we'll show you what we've got. So, and cucumbers in there.
No. Yeah, courgette I mean.
So we started with a courgette, and the aim was to kind of have him climbing over, but we've not really got there. But if you have a look in here, sorry, bad filming. We have actually got lots of peas. I think these peas we put straight in the ground, and they've done so much better than our peas at the bottom. You know how it is. And then in here we've got cucumbers and some dwarf beans. So if you've got somewhere that's a little small, see my shadow. If you've got somewhere you don't want to have too much height in, you can have all your little dwarf beans. We've got lots of really beautiful flowers. Hopefully we're going to get lots of little beans on there. And then we've got some beetroot, nice big one at the back. Lots of little ones coming through at the front. See, he's doing pretty good there. Beetroot, and next is
these are turnips.
Turnips
And swede. So just
yeah, hang on.
See, they might be the purple Milan top ones.
Oh, sweet. So
yeah, like you can see some of the holes in them from maybe the flea beetle. You can see them jumping around. Can you see there? Right on the end. He's tiny, but yeah, you can see him. There, that's what all these holes are off. And because we were only growing a couple, they were like just smashing into them, and then we weren't having any. They were just getting destroyed, so we grew more than what we needed.
So that hopefully we'll feed the flea beetles.
Then we've got carrots in between our tomatoes.
Carrots here.
Oh, so if you see here, what we're going to start doing to our tomatoes is just chopping the bottom ones off. Because they're so low to the ground, I think they try to root and then turn into plants. And you can see the leaves starting to curl, which is probably like the ideal time to give them a water.
Basil there, so that's supposed to make the tomatoes and the basil taste good. A little purple basil in there.
So I've got something as well. So when I was like pulling the suckers out the other day, I snapped the main stem on one of the tomatoes. But fortunately, if you come around here, we've got like we've just left one of the suckers. So if you look in, so I've snapped the main stem, and there was a little sucker there, so we've just left it and then tied it in.
And it's gone wild.
And hopefully it's grown again.
Yeah, fingers crossed. So we've got runner beans coming up here, and they're going all the way up. And then we've got a trombocchino here.
There's trombocchinos in here. I think the trombocchino squash.
Oh yeah.
Can you see them? Two of them?
They look like
a big trombone.
Yep,
and then
like a trombone.
Just climbing. We've got one on this side And then we've just done the same on this side as well.
Yeah, and the
only
runner
difference
beans
is
as well.
I'm trying to see if there's much of a difference by watering it from the ground, and that's just straight on the top.
Is there any trombokinos on that one?
There's
oh,
no
a little one.
trombokinos on that one.
Yeah, a little one.
Is there?
Yeah, other side of that flower. That. That was a little roller coaster ride. Oh. Still recording.
So we just tried companion plants. So we put lots of marigolds that have come through.
We had problems, didn't we, with our marigolds from the garden centre, and then we got these ones from Sainsbury's, and they were really good. I just bought them outside on the way in. They were like £2 for 8 or something, and they've grown everywhere. But we tried 2 lots, didn't we, from the garden centre, and they were not great.
So sweet corn. So we've got a big patch here. So and then we've got like a few more that have come through here. So in a bit, I'm just going to try and transplant them to here. Cabbage has come through. Radish is doing really well. We've definitely sown too much radish. You can see there. So we've just got rows.
But before this year, we've never had any radish grow.
Yeah, so again, we weren't that good at growing radish. So what we try to do is sow more in the hope that we get them, and then somehow we've now got like loads of them. Can't really see on there. Bit rubbish with the camera. And then towards the end we've just got the potatoes coming through. Yeah, go for it.
A really good one. Ta-da!
Crunchy radish. There's a big red one there, look.
Big one here.
Yeah, and that's it for the all-in-one bed.
So I just want to tell you about the craziest thing that happened to us on the allotment this month. Me and my mum came up and the broad beans weren't quite ready, and then we were at home at the kitchen table and I said to her, I've just seen on Facebook somebody had their broad beans stolen, that's just awful. And then we came up to the allotment to harvest the broad beans, and these plants were just absolutely stripped back to like halfway, and someone had obviously come round, and there's some more ripe ones again now, but these were full at the top. They just took all of our ripe broad beans, and I just thought it was horrible. But maybe you've experienced something similar at your allotment, but comment below and let us know the weirdest thing that's happened at your plot. I guess we're doing quite well if stealing broad beans is the worst thing that's happened here, but I'm interested. Let me know in the comments below. So here's our lovely sunflower wall that we planted. These ones are so nice. They've got loads of heads, and the heads go like all the way down. But as you can see, we're on a hill, so they're getting kind of battered by the wind, but they're holding up pretty well. Again, this bed was weeded about 3 weeks ago. The result of really hot days and then loads of rain at night. It's been
Bindweed as well.
Literally bindweed heaven. And Perry's going to show you my oops of the month.
Oops of the week. Oops of the month.
Oops of the month.
Yeah, so you come in. So Frankie thought, I didn't tell her, which I should have probably, but we've decided to grow some round courgettes, and Frankie thought these were pumpkins, so she's left them. So you should really be harvesting them about the size of a tennis ball, but these are virgin on the size of footballs.
Let's have it, see what it is. It's not my fault. I thought, wow, our pumpkins are looking really great. And
so you want to harvest round ones about that size.
Pretty great. It's a bit wet. Oh. I'll say, oh, there's 3 on there as well. Okay.
You can hear how watery it is.
That'll be the base of a soup. Feed it to the dog. She likes courgette.
And then we've got one more hydrant here.
Oh, he's okay. He would make a lovely jack-o'-lantern.
And again, we've got more radish in here because we thought we couldn't grow radish. So
This
like
bed
4.
isn't actually weeds, it is all radishes. And they're like icicles, aren't they? They look like, when I was pulling them up, I was like, are these carrots? They look so weird because they just look like carrots, and I'm obviously an idiot.
And that's it for our harvest. So.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go down to the other plot and we're going to pull up our last rhubarb of the month. Don't forget, you can't pull and eat rhubarb really after maybe August, middle of August.
That's it, about the end of July we normally go for, and it also gives the time for the rhubarb plant to like rest because it's been getting picked quite a bit, so just lay off the rhubarb from now.
So get your crumbles
And then get
stewed and
frozen.
in the freezer. My mum says she doesn't even stew it, she just cuts it, puts it in the freezer, then when she wants to cook it, she cooks it up from frozen. Top tip, that's what we're going to do rather than stewing it. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and find us on Instagram at UK Allotment Tears.
Bye.
Bye.